Moses Moody, what a night for him in 15 minutes and 47 seconds, 4-7 from the floor, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 13 points. His mom was so proud. I saw his boy Ray last night. He was proud. Moses Moody just stage ready. He's a professional. He should be what you want in an NBA player. Never complains, goes out there, does his job, works hard, gets to the gym. I've heard stories this season. They've come back off of road trips, and the ball is bouncing at around 5 in the morning. Who is it? It's Moses Moody taking up shots. It's Moses Moody taking up shots. It's Moses Moody working on his game. It's Moses Moody working on his craft. And you see the work that he puts in, and it comes out in game number 3 in a godded have-it game at Chase Center last night.
Did you see Kuminga going at it with, I believe, DeAaron Fox?
They were talking that talk?
Oh, yeah.
That's what Kuminga does.
I love Kuminga.
That's what he does.
When
did that happen? Was that fourth quarter?
No, it was like the second or third quarter.
Was it second, third quarter?
Yeah, I want to believe it was the second quarter because he got checked in maybe with a minute or two, like 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yep.
I believe is when he checked in.
It was early second quarter.
Yeah, and so they were going at it jarring. And
maybe didn't see that because I was in the tunnel.
Well, there was also, late in the game, there was a Moody it was a great pass by either Klay Thompson or Steph Curry. Moody goes up like he's going to yam one, and here comes DeAaron Fox to block Moody's shot. And I'm sure it was just like a hard foul or whatever. Right. It looked like to me he was favoring the left hand while Moody was shooting the 2 free throws. Then coming down the court, they're dribbling. I'm not saying it's broken. I'm not here to say. I'm just saying it looked like he was favoring that arm. I would love to get, and we're never going to get the full answer, but the truth serum on how hurt is he?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting
when you watch back the game today, I want you to watch in the fourth quarter, Moody goes for a dunk. De'Aaron Fox fouls him really hard. And then while Moody's shooting the free throws, De'Aaron's bent over in the background and he's grabbing the hand. He gets inbound of the ball.
I hope he's okay.
Favoring it. No, of course you want him to be okay. I want everyone to be full strength.
Yeah, because De'Aaron Fox is a special player. He could get to any spot on the floor. Mike Brown, I noticed his substitution batters. Mike Brown did not leave De'Aaron Fox on our bench for way too long. No. There was like 2-minute blows here, 3-minute blows here. I mean, it was quick. He was in and out the lineup. He played 37 minutes and 42 seconds yesterday. They can ill afford to have him off the floor. Now I see it because he's the one guy who was getting to his spots. He's the one guy who didn't seem rattled by the crowd. He was ready to roll, especially in the first quarter. He was getting to that floater. He was hitting the 3. I was like, damn, this guy is special, and he guards on the other side. But the rest of these dudes, Malik Monk, milk carton.
What happened to Malik Monk?
That's who Malik Monk is.
What do you mean?
He's a guy who could light you up for 29, and then the next game he could light you up for 5 points.
He looked very erratic in this game.
He was very erratic.
He had a really nice layup that he hit, and it just felt like he was rushing a lot of shots.
That's the only field goal he had.
Really?
He was erratic. He was 1 of 9 last night.
I didn't know that was his only
1 of 9 last night. Keegan Murray, I mean,
who's he guarding? He's been trying to press up on Klay Thompson, and Klay's been dribbling probably too much for my liking, but I'm asking sincerely, who is he guarding in this series? He looks like a flat-footed, stand in the side, catch and shoot player.
And that's affecting his offense.
I agree.
That's affecting his offense.
He missed a layup yesterday late in that game, and I was like, damn, he's feeling it.
He picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter.
Yeah.
He was awful yesterday.
Could have had a fourth.
Harrison Barnes actually played solid basketball. He didn't rebound well.
I think Harrison's been one of their better players.
Harrison was physical.
He had a dunk on JP.
And we all heard him yell.
Oh, yeah. And who was he yelling back at? Was that the ref or one of the players?
After the dunk?
Yeah.
No, I thought he was yelling towards the Warriors bench.
Well, no. After yelling, he then was jogging back, and he was like clapping back at someone, and I didn't know if he was talking to Steph or the referee.
I didn't notice that. I got to watch that back.
It does feel like Harrison's got a little...
Well, he wants this series.
Yes.
He wants this series. It's personal for him. It is very personal. But the Warriors win. They never trailed in this basketball game. Got off to a better start. They led by 9 after their first quarter. I thought it was important for them to go into halftime with the lead, 53-41. They relocate 3 by Stephen Curry there at the end of the second quarter. I thought they were the better team in the first half. It needs to show up on the scoreboard, and it did. And then in the third quarter, they were able to stabilize the game even without Stephen Curry. The Kings were making it close, right? They were cutting it. A couple times they cut it to 7. A couple times they cut it to 6. But the Warriors withstood every little mini run for the Sacramento Kings to get a win on the board. This is why everybody, it was funny. Remember the other day when I was like, Shasky, the weird way, all the pressure's on the Kings. Yeah, no way.
I didn't subscribe to that at first.
You slept on it.
I did.
You know what Festus said on the set yesterday? And Moody.
Well, I listened to a lot of Festus yesterday.
He was in his bag. Huh?
He's
He
all
was
over the
feeling
place. So God bless him.
He may come to studio next week.
Takes one to know one. I love him.
He wants to come to studio next week.
Although can I just real quick, do not take his fashion advice. It works for Festus. I don't think it necessarily correlates to you. And I don't mean that like negatively. He pulls off some outfits very few can. And I mean that with all the love in the world to Festus.
Oh yeah, I'm not. He's got his style.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, he's got his style. I got my style.
I think Festus can pull off these sunglasses that Bonday's rocking.
No,
Come on.
He can't. But somebody from the King, who was it? Was it Deuce? I think it was Deuce Mason. I'm surprised you didn't wear black for the funeral today. Was it Deuce? Did Deuce say that?
Boy.
Ooh, Deuce Mason. I want you guys trolling today.
After seeing Snowfall, I think we should all realize.
Did you finally watch Snowfall?
Yes. And
was that one of the illest series finales ever?
Well,
don't give up anything.
I'm not going to give anything up, but there's a lesson that my grandmother taught me way back in the day. How you treat people on the way up is how you're going to be treated on the way down.
That was an insane.
I miss you, Grandma.
Dave Johnson, Joe talking fast is like Shetty talking quarterback development.
That's pretty funny.
That's a good one.
That's pretty funny.
Listen, man.
But Dave, come on.
Started,
Oh, this is where I was going. We always get sidetracked here. But you looked at me crazy when I said the pressure was on the Sacramento Kings.
I did.
And
then I slept.
And then you slept. And you was like, oh, okay. I get it now. Because if the Warriors get one, and if they get that one without Draymond, and then later on without Gary Payton II, that means not only do you get the win, but that means Steve Kerr would have had to play some of the guys he's not accustomed to playing. Moses Moody, DiVincenzo in this series, JaMychal Green. I even thought Anthony Lamb had some solid minutes, especially defensively. Kuminga. And all of a sudden, you got those guys feeling good about themselves. And now you come into Sunday, and you bring back Draymond Green, and you bring back Gary Payton II, and now you got to be feeling good. And then with Festus and Bully said, I think the pressure's on the Sacramento Kings. I said, damn, I feel like a prophet right now, man. I got the NBA Hall of Famer. I got an NBA champion agreeing with me. Damn, I feel good. But you know what? A lot of people are saying, yeah, the pressure is on the Kings to win this game. They're a little worried. By the way, Vivek Ranadive. I got to meet Vivek Ranadive yesterday.
And?
Before the game, he was there early. Usually don't see owners early at the game.
Okay.
Vivek shook his head. And I said, he goes, you know what he said to me? He goes,
Can you do some of the Kings pre and post?
No, because that would never happen.
Well, I just
especially now.
Move over, Draper.
Especially now. You think Manuel Rodriguez here on YouTube will want me on Kings pre and post? Oh, they go crazy. Vivek goes, well, you guys got 40. We got 50. I said, oh.
Not bad.
That's not bad, Vivek. That's not bad.
Although I would counter with, I think 40's had a few more hits than 50 since 50's last hit.
Yeah, but, I was like, oh, okay.
40,
I feel
when they showed 40 water on the Jumbotron, it was amazing.
It was amazing.
I saw him on the sideline, and I was like, the vibes are back.
Front row 40. And
new album, our new song dropped. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
I love
row
that, man.
40. And then with Mrs. Stevens as well. I love Mrs. Stevens. She's the best. She's
sometimes
so
we
awesome.
match, sometimes we don't.
Bodie is great. Bodie is awesome. But Vivek was feeling himself. And King says like, oh, you didn't want us to bring the cowbells. Well, again, I said yesterday, no cowbells inside the Chase Center. It's our home court. You get to do what you do with go to one center. You're not going to come down to Chase Center to the Bay Area, cross that Bay Bridge, and think, I'm going to just take off my shoes here. Let me take off my shoes, take them off. Let me take off my shoes, and I'm going to kick my feet up like this at Chase Center and just be chilling.
And you said there weren't many Kings fans?
Hell no. They didn't come to – see, they didn't want to get their chief checked out. That's what that was. They didn't want to come to the dental office and get it floss. I took baby Tez to the dentist yesterday. She did an awesome job. Got a balloon. She didn't cry or nothing. She was a rock star. But King fans, I told them, you come down to the dental office, we give out root canals for free. We give out root canals for free. You hear that, D-Lo KC? We pull teeth, all right? We may give you some gold caps. We may put some fillings in. We may put a crown on your tooth. Come on, man. Let's go. I told you, you come down to the dental office, it's going to be painful. Now, a lot of Kings fans after the game, the 100 of you that was in there at Chase Center, all 100 of you, they were asking me after the game, got any Vicodins? You got any Tylenol PMs? It's a painful visit, man. This didn't go well. Yeah, no doubt. And then Sunday's going to be a lot worse.
Do you remember Pet Cemetery? No pain, no gain.
Pet Cemetery 2, yeah. Testamentary
So
Two
now
was
I'm
the one.
imagining you in
You know
like
where
the.
I watched that at the Cow Palace Drive-In Theater.
Oh, nice. I love the Cow Palace. That's just where I saw Back to the Future, back in the day.
Yeah.
Putting that big, clunky metal thing on the window, and they like damn near break the window, sticking it up there.
That's right, Uncle Looney. Come get this Novocaine. Come get this Novocaine. 'Cause that's what it was last night. And it was painful. And now the Kings got to sleep on this for a
So
couple
now
nights.
you're giving out nummies.
All of it. King fans.
Now I'm imagining you and my dad with Makitas drilling into Kings fans' teeth.
Give me my Makita.
You said you wanted to come to the dental office. You said it was sterile. Well, how'd that visit go last night? Are you ready for round number 2? Game 4 on Sunday? It's going to be a lot more painful. Now we're putting in the implants.
But my favorite from last night, obviously Steph Curry is the headliner. He's been amazing. To me, Andrew Wiggins is the clear-cut second-best player on this team. Not that it matters what the pecking order is, but the guy offensively and defensively is just such a force and a factor. His athleticism, his ability to lock up people in the half court. And it's not about like, oh, so-and-so got completely shut down. No, it's about contesting shots continually, making people work really hard, moving laterally. Does a great job there. Scoring at all 3 levels. Hit a three-pointer. He had some mid-range. He was finishing around the rim. Andrew Wiggins, spectacular. And to see him be so good so quickly after the 47-game absence, it's pretty incredible.
Oh, man. It was incredible. But you know what? Again, 2511.
I'm giving him my code to. I ordered food for everyone this morning, and so I gave him my code to my phone so that he can go pick up the Uber Eats.
2511.
Remember the last time we sent somebody out? This is a totally different crew.
Curly.
Yeah, we sent him out, and
Yeah, it didn't go well. Who's our boy Diamond?
Yeah,
the
Diamond.
Uber driver. I tried to get Diamond on the air.
yeah.
Wait, what happened with John Curley?
Oh, well, you know John Curley. Oh, I didn't see him.
my God.
John Curley basically watched the Uber Eats guy drive right by him.
Yeah. All of a sudden, there's like a bag out the window, and John's like, I don't know where this guy is. And he was one address over, and there's like the car skirts off as they're driving away.
And now
Doing
John
that deal
Curley
all day, Joe.
And now John Curley is selling things for 95.7 a K.
I will not be there this weekend, fellas.
Go
Classic
figure.
Curly. Oh, I'm
Go
Irish.
figure. Go figure. John Curley. Boy,
I forgot
Boy.
all those Curly drops.
boy, I lost a lot of
slow
sleep
down on
dealing with.
Curly, bro.
I lost a lot of sleep dealing with John Curley, man. Whew. That is one
Fair
interesting
foul.
cat. That's one interesting cat. He texted me the other day. I didn't reply. Oh, Bonte, they want to smoke with you. You're bringing the smoke. What do you expect, John Curley? You know me for over 13 years.
They want
Guess who just texted me just now?
Who's that?
John Curley.
Well, of course, he's a P1.
Oh, I'm Irish.
He left the show, and he can't get away from the show.
That's why
Doesn't
he came
make
back.
sense.
He secretly wants to produce this show.
Oh,
He tells
he-
me all the time, "Hey, Lubman, if you ever need a day off, man,
No,
let me
it's
fill
not.
in for you."
It's not even secret. He walks in here during the show. Hey, you guys see the sound? I think Steiny and Goo would really love to react to this. Thanks, John. Yes, we have the sound for the
You've
system.
seen this sound.
Hey, John Curley.
You know what
we need
Stephen
some-
A. said this morning?
Listen,
Yes.
This is
I
what
did.
we need from you, John Curley. We need more endorsements. That's what you need to be working on.
I will not be
we'll
there
handle the
this weekend, fellas.
sound. You go call Bud Light and get us an endorsement, okay? All right, buddy? Let's go to Horace in
gotta slow
Texas
down
real
on
quick.
Curly, bro.
All right, we got a special caller on the hotline. I ain't heard from him. You know what? Horace, go ahead, finish your call, Horace. I want to hear from you. I love you, Horace, down in Texas. Then I got to get into the hotline because I got to come down some people's road here. I'm fired up. I'm in my bag today. What's up, Horace?
Hey, man, you feeling good?
I'm great.
You know
I'm
what?
gravy.
I feel great because you know why, Horace? The Kings ain't winning another game this series. Go ahead, Horace.
Hey, I ain't worried about you, Bonte, but your boy Shasky over there, man. Every now and then, man, he's kind of wavering. I felt him wavering a couple times.
Hey.
man. I felt him wavering.
Hey,
man.
trust me.
Keep him up, man.
A lot of people said so at Chase Center last night. Said, is Shasky okay?
Keep him
Does he
motivated.
believe?
Keep him motivated.
I thought he was the biggest fan out here in the Bay Area.
Hey,
He lost hope.
Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down.
Been around Guru too long.
Sometimes you want hit him up, sometimes you want Brenda's got a baby. I got to give you all the
Yep.
emotions.
Keep him up, brother. Keep him up.
I feel
You ain't
you.
worried. But check this out real quick. First of all, like I always say, we took care of the basketball, man. And when we take care of the basketball, we don't lose.
It's true.
Finally, we take care of the basketball, see what happens. See?
Exactly.
Second thing, Moses Moody showed up.
Yeah, he
How
did.
about it? He showed up, man. And, you know, matter of fact, everybody showed up. Everybody was involved. Everybody was crashing the boards. That's what we need. That's what we need. And the last thing, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to hang up and listen. What
Warriors
do you
game.
think about Draymond shooting more? Now, they give him the shot all the time.
Horace, you got cut off there, but you know
He
what?
doesn't shoot.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Horace, you lost it for a second, but no. I know exactly what you're talking about. Memphis Game 6 last year, he shot 14 times. And the one thing, Bully, D, right, Fezzi, we always talk about it. A more aggressive Draymond Green offensively is a better Warriors team. He's got to shoot the shots that are presented to him. If he makes 2, then all of a sudden the defense can't sag off of him. All of a sudden the defense has to honor him on the three-point line. And again, the cutting lanes, the lanes to the basket become a lot more wide open. The spacing becomes a lot more wide open. So when he does shoot those shots, Horace, and a lot of people say, oh, you don't want Draymond shooting. But it's the threat of shooting, and it's the threat of making it. Because NBA coaches, they don't want to leave guys wide open. They're afraid of that.
Well, see, to me, it's more who are the other 4 guys on the floor with Draymond? Because if you have multiple non-shooters, I think it can get very difficult.
No,
I do.
But even with the shooters, he's going to be the one who's left open.
Well, that's obvious.
So if you make a couple and you got those shooters around you, all of a sudden the defense has to honor Draymond Green.
We all
they can't
want
just
that.
camp out in the paint.
But like Bonte, when was the last time he attempted more than 8 shots? Doesn't happen often.
It doesn't happen often.
You know,
It doesn't
that's
happen
on
often.
him. And so
But Horace makes a good point there.
Yeah, no
he makes
doubt.
a good point. He makes a good
All right.
point. And now let's go to the hotline
All right,
because I got to get to Papa Shasky. Papa Shasky. You know,
Hey, good morning, fellas. How you guys
good
doing?
morning. Before you even start, Papa Shasky, I'm coming down your road and I'm coming down the Butcher's road. I haven't heard from you, Papa Shasky, and I know you've been listening. When the hell did we become scared of the Sacramento Kings? You guys, the nervous energy coming from the Shasky household, I'm not going to lie, Pops, it's bothering me. It's bothering me this week.
Yeah, look, Bonte, we are so passionate about this team. First of all, I want to say all is right with the world when we win.
Yes.
When the Warriors win, all is right with the world. I love you guys' energy today. There's a couple things I noticed from last night that we didn't see the last 2 games. Obviously, the turnovers, but everybody stepped up on defense, right? When you can hold that team, one of the highest-scoring teams in the league, down to 43 points in the first half?
41, Papa Shasky, 41, the lowest point total they had all season and a half.
Right. So that means we played collectively good defense.
Agreed.
Right? We were hustling to the ball, right? You got to give props to Looney. What do you have? 21 or 20?
20 rebounds.
20 rebounds.
20
right?
rebounds.
So everybody on that team stepped up. It wasn't just one person. It wasn't just 2 guys. Everybody stepped up on that team, and that's what we need to see. And obviously the most key part to the whole thing is we limited our turnovers and limited their points on our turnovers. So those were the keys. I mean, it's got to be encouraging to the fans, to the team, to Steve Kerr, to everybody in that organization that they know they can do it as a team.
Yeah. How about your boy Wiggins?
Everybody, I'm telling you, everybody stepped up. I mean, from Looney to Wiggins to Moody to Kuminga to DiVincenzo, everybody played a part last night. It wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. Everybody was the key.
What do you think about Draymond Green now moving forward? They can't play him and Looney simultaneously, right?
Well, I mean, even JaMychal Green, he looked good down the post.
He did.
I think that the game was refereed a little more fair. I just noticed that they weren't calling the ticky-tack crap that they were calling the last couple of games. I thought that the way they refereed the game was ideal.
Papa Shasky, promise me one thing. Because the Warriors are going to win 3. They're going to win Game 4. They're going to win Game 5 and Game 6. And we're going to move on to play the LA Lakers. Promise me one thing. Promise me one thing, Papa Shasky. Things are going to get hairy. Don't get scared. Don't get nervous.
Oh,
don't do that.
I'm not
Don't do
nervous.
that.
That's Joe.
No.
I've never lost faith in this team.
No.
One bit.
No, so I know you got to talk to Butcher because I was disappointed. He didn't even wear Warriors gear yesterday on game day. I said, "Damn, he was wearing Giants gear." I'm like, "What? This guy's already in baseball
funny. Both you guys looked like you weren't wearing any gear yesterday.
No, I had my
don't know if that
championship
was
hat.
Superstitious or what?
No, I had my championship hat. The championship hat was here. It was here. Don't worry.
Yeah. After you screamed at me on Wednesday night at our softball game for making one mistake, I was scared.
No,
you didn't hear about this, Bonte. I made every play
for
but
you.
one.
It's been a long. But
and
look,
this guy screamed at me.
Let Joe know it's going to get hairier on this journey. There's going to be some rocky moments. Do not lose faith in Stephen Curry. We got Steph, Papa Shasky. We got
Oh, yeah,
Steph.
this team, I think the team needed this, just like this is a little shot of adrenaline.
Yeah.
They know they can do it even without GP2 or without Draymond on the floor.
Huge.
Right? So now you've got those 2 extra keys going into Sunday's game. I think that Kerr manages this game a lot differently on Sunday than he has in the past.
I agree.
What do you
Papa
think of
Shasky.
Sabonis before you get on out of here?
Oh, that guy's just a bull. Why aren't they calling an offensive foul down the post? He just muscles his way, guys, pushes him off the block. How's that not a foul?
I
love you.
know. Empty calories from Sabonis. 2-1. What you got on the weekend, Papa Shasky, before I let you go? What's going on in your world? I missed you,
Well,
man.
I got my ESH, my AA group, guys. I'm doing a little golf outing on Saturday up at Glen Eagles, and I'm going to have the guys over here afterwards. So, and then Sunday, it's just dedicated to watching that game on Sunday afternoon.
And we ain't watching no Giants Mets. What a joke they are. Oh my God.
I cannot get into baseball right now until the Warriors have done. I got to finish up, and then I'll get into baseball.
Let's see. That's Papa Shasky. I love you, man. I really love you.
You
Call
needed
me
that.
You guys have a
personally.
great day, all right?
All right,
Love
you
you,
too.
Dad.
I needed that. Goddamn, be like your dad, Joe. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Dub Nation. 888-957-9570.